What's going on, y'all? Today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a gameplay video with this glitch 6'10" build in NBA 2K22 next gen. Right click as usual, like and subscribe if you eat food, and also let me know if you guys have any builds you guys are willing to let me borrow so I can do more gameplay videos such as this one. I'm actually only going to show you guys one gameplay with this build, and this was actually my very first game. The reason why I'm only going to show you guys one gameplay is because it's a kind of complicated build and it's going to take longer than usual to explain. So right here you guys can see the game is starting up right now, and we're going up against a very interesting player with a very interesting name. Right away you guys see the finishing on this build is super good. Unfortunately, you aren't able to get big man contact dunks, which for some people they just can't stand, although in my opinion it's still just a very good build. As well, its defense you guys are going to see is absolutely crazy, like definitely one of the best defensive big man builds in this game. Plus this is an all-around build that can green very consistently unless you're just trash at the game like I am. So off my missed three-pointer, he's able to get the ball back, and he goes for a rim run on this possession, which honestly probably turns into a snatch block if this build was fully upgraded. I'm like, bro, this entire game, this man was just disrespecting me. Like, I'm not missing 2 times in a row. You guys see I go ahead and green this three-pointer. Come on, bro, gotta step up. So right away, you guys see I already get the lead over, I'll just call him Snuggle. And I know just like a lot of people on this 1v1 court, all he's gonna do is rim run. So I cut him off in the paint, body him up, and get a good contest. Now that I have the ball back, I clear it out, speed boost to the right. Then I see he's sagging off way too much, so I do a step back into the corner. You gotta step up, bro. You guys see his mic like cuts on. I don't really know what he was saying. He's probably complaining that this 6'10" build is shooting better than his guard build. I think we all know this man's just gunner rim running. Trust me, it's not gonna work. Never mind. So obviously this guy just did not learn his lesson. You guys see he's playing way too low. Like, what are you doing at this point? Step back to the 3-point line, big greens. Now, I probably should have been defending the rim a little bit better, but for some reason, I was just so confident on offense, I was willing to give him 2s. So just based on past experience, I know this man is going to play super low and cannot guard my step back. So I hit him with the triple threat move, jump out to the 3-point line, and get a full bar. The pain, bro. So the confidence I was talking about earlier had kind of decreased after missing that shot. So I decided to play the 2 a little bit more, get a good contest on his layup, but somehow he still makes his layup. Now, if you guys just skipped to this part in the video and just saw the next set of possessions, you guys would think we're both trash. So right here, I end up shooting a full bar since it's kind of deep. Off the offensive rebound, he gets an open 3 of his own, which he also misses. And then I completely mistime my 3-pointer right here, clank another 3-pointer. And then my boy Snuggle also misses a corner 3, so I get the ball back. Right here, I broke our chain of missed 3-pointers. He was sagging off a ton since I had missed the last few. So I do the step back. I've been spamming this entire game and green the 3-pointer. Now at this point, I think my man Snuggle kind of realized he couldn't shoot to save his life. So he goes back to kind of the only thing he's good at, and that is rim running. And also, it's not just him that rim runs. Like, a very large percentage of people in the 1v1 court just go for dunks. But I mean, 3 points is more than 2, so I think my playstyle is superior. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where this guy's head was at. Like, I've been shooting decently, and plus I have sharp take, but he's just completely sagging off and giving me 3s. Like, come on, bro, what are you doing? As I said, I'm gonna be honest, this guy was not very intelligent. Like, you guys see, he's spamming some dribble moves right here, runs to the right, and then like, why are you fake pumping? Once you pick up your dribble in the 1v1 court, you're pretty much screwed. Finally, this guy actually decides to play up, but something you should know about this build is that its finishing is crazy as well. I didn't end up actually dunking on this possession. I just waited for him to fly right past me and then hit the soft little layup. And then my boy Snuggle has the ball again, and he's kind of in a box. I decided to basically just give him a 2 because it's not really gonna end up mattering. Now, I don't know why this guy decided to turn his mic on. He was saying something like, all you do is take step back 3s. So to end this game off, I had to show him that this build can actually do a whole lot more than just shoot 3s. You guys see I go for this dunk right here. Without further ado, let me show you guys how to actually make this build. I'm not gonna waste any more time. As I said, this is going to be a kind of complicated build, so kind of bear with me. For this build, you're going to want to make sure you're a small forward. And also to start, make sure on the metric system. Also, if you don't know how to change the units of measurement, pretty much just go to features, go to settings, and then change the units of measurement. Starting things off, for this first step, what you're going to want to do for the body settings is go with 1.97 meters for the height. For the weight, you're going to want to go with 113 kg. And then for the wingspan, go with max at 2.19 meters. Also for the body shape, you have to go with fat. Pretty much for the takeovers and attributes, just go with random stuff. It really doesn't matter, but you do have to do this to glitch the build. And then right when you get on this screen, what you're going to want to do is scroll all the way over to the right, press edit build, and then back out to the main menu by pressing circle or B, and then pretty much go in and change the units of measurement. After you've done that, go back to the build you just made and edit it, and then you're pretty much just going to want to change the body settings again. First thing you're going to want to do is move the height up to 6'8", leave the weight at 250 pounds, and bump up the wingspan to max, and then this time change the body shape to define. So pretty much for the attributes and takeovers, do the exact same thing you did from before. Pretty much just go with random stuff, it really doesn't matter. And then right here on this screen, you guys pretty much are going to want to scroll all the way over to edit build, and then do the same thing as before, back out to the main menu and change the units of measurement. After changing the units of measurement for the second time, of course, you're going to want to edit the build you just made, and then you pretty much have to do this one more time. What you're going to want to do this time is drop the weight to 1.97 meters, and then leave everything the exact same, but change the body shape to burly. After you've done that, you pretty much have to go with random attributes and takeovers again, and then change the units of measurement once again. Now, if you have changed the units of measurement, you're going to want to edit the build you just made, and now you're pretty much good to go. And what you're going to want to do is first, of course, bump up the height to 6'10". As I said, this is a glitch 6'10" build, so obviously you're going to be 6'10". For the weight, I'd recommend dropping this down to 206 pounds, and then for the wingspan, I'd recommend maxing this out as 7'8". You guys can see the attributes on the right side of the screen, and all around they are absolutely crazy. At the very end of this video, I'll show you guys what a normal 6'10" build looks like, and trust me, it's a huge difference. The reason why I went with these body settings is to get a 75 ball handling and a 91 defensive rebound. The 91 defensive rebound will give you gold rebound chaser, and the 75 ball handling will give you the next set of dribble moves. Also for the body shape, I'm pretty sure I went with built, but I might have gone with defined instead. Now right here, you guys can see I haven't upgraded anything, but I'm going to do that really quick. Okay, so boom, you guys see I've upgraded this build entirely. Starting things off with finishing, you guys can see this is very, very good. You're going to get 24 total finishing badges. And as well, you're going to get an 86 driving dunk and a 90 standing dunk. All around the finishing on this build is very, very good. As I said at pretty much the beginning of this video, this build will be unable to get big man contact dunks, although you will be able to get normal pro contact dunks. I don't really think having the big man contact dunk packages is really that important. Does it help a little bit? Yes. But even without the packages, you're still going to be able to dunk on people, but just without the animation. And all around, I just really like this build. For shooting, you guys can see this is pretty decent. You're getting 18 shooting badges. And as you guys saw from the gameplay, this build is able to green pretty consistently. For playmaking, this is all around pretty decent. It's not as good as like a point guard per se, but it is at least okay. I mean, you guys saw from the gameplay, you're definitely able to ISO if you want to. And then on to the defense of this build. This is honestly where this build really shines. You're going to get 30 total defensive / rebounding badges. You guys see you're also getting a 97 block and a 91 defensive rebound, as well as gold rebound chaser and Hall of Fame rim protector. Unfortunately, this build is unable to get clamps, but in my opinion, the perimeter defense is very good on this build, and people aren't going to be getting blow-by animations on this build anyway, since it has pretty high strength. Also, I probably could have got a ton more badges if I didn't go for silver brick wall. In my opinion, that badge is very important since it helps a ton with setting screens. Although if you don't plan on setting screens, you can definitely get a ton more badges. And then moving on to the physicals, you guys can see this is quite good. I don't really think I need to explain this. This build in total gets 94 badges. Obviously, that's not like crazy or anything, but you guys can see this build can do literally everything. As far as whether or not you should make this build, of course, it's kind of up to you. In my opinion, this build is very, very good. One of the best big man builds in this game. Although I understand that for some people, not having contact dunks is kind of annoying. Although for me personally though, this build is still super fun, and I still feel like I'm able to dunk on people pretty easily. If you want free throw on this build, what you're going to want to do is start by dropping down your speed 2 ratings to a 72. Also drop down your close shot to a 73, and you can get a 71 free throw, which is in my opinion good enough to hit free throws consistently. Now moving on to the takeovers. For the first takeover and secondary takeover, I decided to go with limitless range. Now this is what I was using for the 1v1 court because I felt like getting limitless takeover was the easiest takeover to get. Although normally for the first takeover I would go with extreme clamps instead. And you guys can see I built a 2-way facilitating finisher, which all around is a pretty interesting name in my opinion. Now really quickly, let me just show you guys the attributes you normally get without glitching this build. So right away, you guys can see literally everything is better. you're able to get much better finishing ratings. The shooting's the exact same, but the playmaking is a ton better. And then the defense is also much more crazy. And also something I forgot to say is if you make this glitched build, for some reason you're able to unlock every single base in this game, which this normal 6'10" build is not able to get. And even though you do lose the big man contact dunk package, for all these reasons, I believe the glitched 6'10" build is better than the normal 6'10" build. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. If you did make it this far in the video, please like and subscribe. There's 2 other gameplay videos on the screen right now, one center build and then one guard build. And as well, there's a dribble tutorial on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.